Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to benzblog, and today we're going to share to you about all the basic program of the 6110 module, and it's also applicable to your different kind of module. It is all DSE module. This is all basic only. So today we're going to talk about how we can adjust the timers and all the timers of your module. So, and before that, I'm going to shout out Mr. Joel Jablado for his blog, and I hope you will subscribe also for this person. Okay, so let's start to our program. Okay guys, so let's start the program. So you open your applications, DSE applications, and straight ahead to your computer. Okay, so from here let's go to the basic settings. In here, descriptions, whatever the descriptions, you can put it in here, and here you can adjust it whatever you can according to your descriptions. Okay, for example, you put this one alarms or whatever you wanted to, so you can apply it. So from hours you can this one is like you can put it here like a generator available, and common warning and common shutdown. So common warning is shown to you. This is shown when you have uncommon warning alarms. It will show immediate to your display descriptions. That is in your module display. Okay, common shutdown is referred to the common shutdown. If you say common, it is referred to all like common trip, common electrical shutdown, it's like all shutdown which is comes first will get feedback to your display as a common shutdown. Okay, from here startup page, you can enable this one, and the screensaver you can enable this one, but you need the screen to apply it here. You can select the image. Before that, you have to click this one in order to select the image. If you have an image, supposedly the pixel size of this one is 132 by 64 pixel. This is very small, which is you can apply it from here. Okay, since I don't have, so let's next. From here, from the miscellaneous options, you can apply if there is important to you these things. So you can enable fast loading. Fast loading, it is applicable for the hospital or the emergency features. Okay, so this means if you enable fast loading, your safety features will be bypassed. So I will talk to you later that one when we are finished from here. So in here, audible prior to start is you can enable also if it is important to you. So if there is, in case there is an alarm or there is some problem in your generator, it will the audible alarm will buzz or something sounds to in order to know that there is some problem. Okay, latches is whatever the latches you have, like it will record it to your system. Okay, you can enable this one. Sleep mode also. So sleep mode, if for example you're in the standby applications, in order to save more battery, so when it is there is a timer for this one, so it will automatically sleep your module. But when it comes to automatic, it still wake up when there is some command to start the generator. Okay, so you can enable this one if it is important. And from here, enable fuel pump control. You can enable this one, but you need an extra relay in order to switch your motor. Okay, so you need extra relay for this one. For example, you have 12 volt or 24 volts, depends on the necessary. Okay, so language string is, you can enable this one and select the language is appropriate to you. For example, like Arabic, or what is the language is available from this module. Okay, so cooldown, this is very important, because when you have the engine is running for a couple of hours or something, when it need to stop, you need first to cool down your engine before it will stop, rather than stop directly. Because if you stop directly, the engine temperature will increase higher and higher. Okay, so it will not good to your engine. Next is the power up module. So power up when it is in stop mode, or you can select also this one, the auto or manual or stop. Okay, for instance we are using for the stop. So again, the limit the audible duration. So limit the audible durations is just, for example, you have the audible alarm and it is giving you the warning signal. So instead of long time of buzzing, they have a limit, like you can say for around 1 minute or 2 minutes, it will stop the alarm. Because if you're not disable this one, it will not stop the alarm unless you reset it. Okay, so maintenance alarm, I can enable this one, but in case of like 250 running hours, your engine will automatically stop and it will not start unless you perform your maintenance job. Okay, once you're done, it will you have to reset that one, and again you will start the generator. Let's start back. So in here, maintenance pin is not necessary, because sometimes you forgot that. That is a big problem. You have to inform again back to the DSE to reset this pin if you forgot it. Only we talk about the important. So the backlight, so backlight is also important to save your battery, and even if not in the standby mode or it's in the running mode, it will off the backlight, but and the system still awake inside. Only the light of your LCD will off in these features. Okay, so enable breaker control. So you have to select on input or always. If you see always, just you have like pause button there, I will show you, and it's supposed to be you have the motorized breaker in order to command that. Okay, for example, no need to manually on the breaker, so you just only press the button. Okay, if you enable this one. Okay, here you can enable this one, the filter. For example, you have to hide something. uh, for example, your voltage is fluctuating, you have to enable this one in order to filter your voltage, not in the output voltage, but it will filter only for your display, okay, in the display of your DSE. In the DSE, it is stable, but in reality, if there is some fluctuations happen in your voltage, if you use the multimeter, still fluctuating. This is only to hide in the module for in case, or for in case of there is some emergency it's happened, or there is some, you know already what I'm talking about now. So for me, this is not important in order to know what is real problem of your voltage. Okay, so let's go here. For me, this one is for the instrumentations. You can apply it here. If you have like SCADA, everything, you can apply it here. So in order to show in your screen status also, you can change it here, but you have to use it through your SCADA, or I mean your what is that, your PLC, I mean. Okay, so let's go back from here. Okay, for me, this one here is I am not doing, because we are only talking about basic configurations. Okay, from here you can also put it like startup page. Once you power up the module, whatever you write it here, for example, I put it here, by Libros, like that, and it will pop up first when you power up your module, and it takes 2 seconds delay. Okay, this is whatever you can write, like for example, welcome. Yeah, you can do it that. So I'll remove that. So from here, this is the event log, so meaning it is log or save whatever the event happened to your generator, okay, from your alternator, from your engine. So power up, CU lamp, so all the shutdown, electrical trip, latches, unlatches, and maintenance alarm. This one, if you click this one, if there is some alarms happen, from this check button, it will save to your memory of your module. Okay, but for me, the important is, for example, ECU, for if your engine is an mechanical or not electronic engine, you can disable this one. And if you have fuel level, you can check this one, but if you don't have, you uncheck this one. For me, this is not the important. It will easily full the memory of your module, and sometimes it will corrupt due to that manner. Okay, so I use only these two. This is the very important. Shutdown, electrical trips, and latches. Latches is whatever the recorded in the system. Okay, and the stop, when the generator stop, so meaning there is some problem or they manually stop. Okay, so let's go now to the here also is very important. You can configure this conventional if your generator is mechanical engine, that is not electronics. But if you have electronic engine, you can select from here whatever the engine you have. You have to refer that one to your engine, so you can select and apply it here. For example, I have ADIM 4, so ADIM 4. So just search it here, you can apply it for that. Okay, so here, for example, we have frequency ADIM 4, you and then enhance that one in order to apply this kind of electronic engine. But since we have the conventional, so we have always check put this one for your mechanical engine. Okay, so here later we will talk about that, but for now we're going to the timer. Okay, where is the timer? Okay, so here, this is also important for doing the program. I will explain it to you. So in your remote start, you can adjust it, the delay for your remote command. This we have the standard for 5 seconds before it will close or crank your engine. 5 seconds before it will crank the engine. If the remote is closed or the dry contact is closed for your remote, it will 5 seconds delay to start or to power up your engine. Then remote start on load, it's the same also. You have 5 seconds delay. That is depends on the program. I will show you in the next vlog for that. The elementary start is this also 5 seconds. And in here, the important, in order to not to avoid damage for your starter, we are just crank this one as 8 seconds. Still enable to start your engine. And here is the safety is very important. Just put it 10. You can adjust it whatever your standard. And smoke limiting, since we are not using this one, we are not adjusting this one. There is no options with that unless if you are activating from your activated in your ECM. But since we are installing this one in the mechanical engine, we are not adjust for this one. Okay, let's go from the other timers. That if you have the motorized breaker, if you click transfer load delay, if you have motorized breaker, it will automatic change that one and close your breaker. Here is your breaker pulses. They have 5 seconds, and breaker pulse trip is 5 seconds. This referring to your set points. Okay, and the stop timers, it is return delay is 30 seconds. You can adjust it also this one if whatever your standard. Cooling times is 1 seconds. You can adjust it this one whatever your standard also. So from here, cooling idle, you can adjust this one if you have the configuration that one in your ECM. So you have to enable this one and adjust these settings, thresholds, and fail to stop. You have 30 seconds. Okay, so here in the module interface, this one is your pages. This is pages. This is 5 minutes. Change the page of your module, and the scroll times is 5 seconds. For example, it will automatic scroll in the different pages. Okay guys, we are here in our generator set. So at this point, we are going to explain how to do it, the program manually, and the module. This is 6110 MK3 and version 2.4. Okay, at this point you have to press only stop and the check button. So long press. As you can see, you have the editor mode. So just scroll it here, going from your timer. So now you can scroll it down. From here, you can see the delay 5. If you want to change that one, you just check this one. So you can see it is blinking. So now you can scroll it down or up if you want to change the parameters here. Okay, so now once you change already, just long press this one and it is stop blinking. So you can scroll it down, that will start delete. You can change it, just check this one, so it is blinking, so you can start now adjusting. Okay, once you're done, stop and then scroll. So in here, elementary cranking time. So in here you can adjust if you whatever you want, like cranking rest is 10. Limiting smoke, since we don't have that one, so that is supposed to be 0.
and smoke limiting is supposed to be 0 also, and PDF RAM, let's make it just standard. And safety only, this is important, so we put it 10 seconds, and warning is 1 seconds, and this one over ECU is 2 minutes. Okay, transfer time is 0.7 seconds, breaker close is 0.5 seconds. This is what we call, as I told you in the program there and the computer, if you have the motorized breaker only, this program will give you the feedback, or it will active. Okay, so you scroll down here, breaker trip is 0.5 only. Here return delay is 30 seconds, and the calling times is 1 minute or equivalent to 60 seconds. Okay, so here the calling idle is 0 because we don't have the program for the ACM for your calling idle, so just make it 0. And it is solenoid 0 because we don't have ETS. Fail to stop delay, we put it 30 seconds, and if you want to change it, just press this one and you can change it. Okay, so since that is standard, we are just put like that and scroll. LCD time is 5 minutes, as we talk about in the program inside. So here is delay offload and start delay 5 seconds, and start elementary is 5 seconds. Cranking is it. Okay, we are back already. So that's it for this monitoring. So once you're done, you just long press this one for around 5 seconds, so it's back to the status, and then now it's automatically saved. So that is all, simple as like that. Okay, so now we're done. That's it for today. Okay.